Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we're diving straight into a topic that, honestly, feels like it was pulled right out of a sci-fi movie. But it's actually fundamentally changing what it means to show up online right now. We're talking about creating an AI twin to scale your digital presence. I mean, think about it. For the first time in history, just ordinary people can create flawless digital versions of themselves to communicate, to present, and to represent their brand. Let's get right into exactly how this works. But before we jump into all the nitty-gritty details, I want you to ask yourself a question. What would it actually mean for you if an exact replica of yourself could just work tirelessly on your behalf? Imagine waking up one morning and realizing, hey, I don't physically have to show up to deliver this presentation or market my business today because my digital twin is already out there doing all the heavy lifting. AI isn't just some futuristic concept anymore. It's really becoming a highly practical, totally functional extension of yourself. So here's how we're going to unpack all of this today. First, we'll look at the AI twin experience. Then we'll talk about AI as the ultimate leverage. After that, we'll cover escaping credit anxiety, and finally, building digital ecosystems.
All right, let's start with part one, the AI twin experience.
So, when the creator from our source material actually tested this out by making an AI avatar using just a recent photo and a voice clone, the result was, frankly, incredibly jarring. They talked about this intense psychological impact of just waking up, hitting play, and hearing their own cloned voice delivering a script that they knew for a fact they never actually recorded. It's wild, right? It really forces us to confront some deep questions about identity, especially as the line between reality and a digital clone just keeps blurring faster than any of us ever anticipated. And what makes this whole thing so mind-bending are the granular, hyper-realistic details. Like looking closely at this AI twin, you could literally see the reflection of a real-world ring light accurately bouncing off the lenses of the avatar's glasses as it moved. I mean, no way, right? And it gets even crazier. The creator naturally has a small gap in their teeth, but the AI, it just went ahead and generated this absolutely flawless smile. Instant virtual cosmetic dentistry. It's exactly this kind of microscopic detail and uncanny physical alignment that makes this tech an absolute game changer. But here's the really crucial point. AI isn't just a mirror, it's an enhancer. The real creator described their natural on-camera style as, very relaxed, calm, cool, and collected. But the AI avatar they generated, it was dead serious. It leaned aggressively into the camera and delivered the message with this intense passion. So what does this all mean? It means AI actually allows you to become an actor or a performer, deploying totally different presentation styles without changing who you actually are as an everyday person. It completely unlocks sides of your personality that you might not naturally display. Okay, moving on to part two, AI as ultimate leverage. Now, historically, if you wanted to scale up, you used money, right? You invested capital to work for you. Then we moved over to organizational leverage, relying on human networks, hiring teams and recruiting employees to do the heavy lifting. But now, AI introduces an entirely new category, self-leverage. You can quite literally duplicate yourself to multiply your content output, completely expand your reach, and have multiple representatives of yourself working simultaneously. It's huge. And this translates into a massive, massive business advantage. Businesses are actively embracing AI right now precisely because predictable digital agents solve that age-old problem of human unpredictability. Let's face it, human beings are inherently inconsistent. We miss deadlines, we lose motivation, we get tired. It happens. But an AI agent, it gives you predictable 100% effort every single time. It never tires, and it literally never sleeps. Businesses aren't replacing people because they dislike people. They're just replacing inconsistency with absolute consistency. So the big takeaway here is that instead of relying on a sort of fragile network of fallible people, you can just leverage AI versions of yourself. You could easily set up 10 AI avatars to execute specific high-level tasks consistently, day in and day out. Essentially, one solo creator can now operate with the appearance, the volume, and the efficiency of an entire corporate team. All right, let's look at part three, escaping credit anxiety. Now, creating this amazing digital workforce does face a pretty massive software roadblock right now. Picture this. You log into a brand new AI platform that advertises a free trial. Awesome. They graciously hand over 10 free tokens. But the very second you click generate for just one single video, a prompt pops up demanding 1,980 tokens to proceed. It's just a manipulative illusion designed to give you this false sense of access only to hit you with massive sticker shock right after. That 1980 token model creates what we like to call credit anxiety. When a platform forces you to pay, say, $25 for a single AI generation, you become completely paralyzed by expensive perfectionism. Suddenly, every single creative mistake costs you real money. On the flip side, unlimited creation models with a one-time investment offer totally boundless testing. Because let's be real, creativity truly thrives when you have the absolute freedom to experiment, to play around, and to fail freely without that constant fear of running out of credits. Which brings us perfectly to part 4, building digital ecosystems. Once you eliminate that credit anxiety, the whole workflow becomes just incredibly seamless. First, you start by using a dedicated app to generate a highly detailed character prompt. Next up, you plug that prompt into an image generator to create a brand new photorealistic digital character, like in this specific example, an avatar named Finian O'Sullivan. And finally, you just save that specific character, so Finian can be instantly deployed into full cinematic storytelling videos. Boom, you go from a simple text prompt to a complete content production pipeline in literally minutes. And that brings us to the whole concept of the digital frontline. See, you aren't just limited to an avatar of yourself. One solo creator can now forge an entire unlimited cast of AI personalities. You can tailor their clothing, their environments, even give them totally unique backstories. You can assign them specific scripts to act as your dedicated marketers, your brand mascots, or your flawless customer service reps. It's like you are literally casting and directing your very own digital company. So, as we wrap up, remember, AI is no longer some far-off, futuristic concept. It's a highly practical, completely accessible extension of yourself. It solves the problem of human inconsistency, and it completely shatters the limits of traditional business scaling. The technology exists right now for you to duplicate yourself, remove that credit anxiety, and build an entire dedicated digital team entirely at your command. So the only question left is, when AI allows you to duplicate yourself like this, what are you going to create with all that newfound freedom? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I absolutely can't wait to see how you leverage this incredible technology. Catch you next time.
They keep telling you, stay motivated. Watch this. Listen to that. Get inspired. But what happens when the video ends? When the music fades? When nobody's clapping, watching, or waiting for you to win? What moves you then? I used to run on borrowed energy, quotes, speeches, people hyping me. Felt unstoppable for a moment, then I'd crash. Like it was never in me. That's the problem with external fuel. It burn quick, don't last, don't rule. You dependent on a source outside, so when it disappears, so do you. I was chasing feelings, not building fire, waiting to feel ready instead of climbing higher. But readiness ain't a mood you catch, it's a discipline you wire. So I had to ask myself something different. If nobody ever told me keep going, would I answer that honestly? I realize purpose don't scream, it whispers. It ain't in the crowd, it's found in the mirror. It ain't in applause or validation checks. It's in what you do when there's nothing to flex. Motivation temporary, purpose permanent. One phase away, the other's inherent. You don't wake up feeling it every day, but purpose don't care how you feel anyway. It moves through you even when you're tired, even when life feels misaligned and wired. It's that quiet push you can't explain. Let's say do it again through the doubt and pain. So I stopped asking how do I feel and started asking what's real, what's mine to build, what's mine to create. That's when I found something stronger than fate. I don't need a reason, I am the reason. I am the reason. I don't need the feeling, I don't need the feeling. I move with meaning. No more waiting, no more waiting, no more chasing, no more chasing. Internal driver, that's what's leading. Yeah. Now I move like it's already decided. No hesitation, no need to be guided. I built a system inside of my soul that don't break down when I'm losing control. External noise don't shake my direction. I learned to operate without the connection. Not disconnected but self-sustained. Energy internal, never drained. I don't need hype, I don't need cheers. I done built this through blood, sweat, tears. Every rep carved into my frame. Now discipline calling me by name. This is what it look like when purpose drive. You ain't just working, you feel alive. Even in struggle there's something deeper. You not just moving, you moving with meaning. Listen close. Purpose don't shout, it pulls. It don't beg, it demands. And once you feel it, you can't go back. There's gonna be days you don't feel like it. Do it anyway. There's gonna be days you question everything. Keep going anyway. Because the ones who make it ain't the most motivated. They the most committed. To something deeper than motivation. That's what's leading. When the world go quiet, when the noise disappear, when nobody's watching, that's when you find out if you really got it, or if you was just borrowing it.
I quit my job with only $2,500 in my bank account. And no, I wasn't making money online, at least not enough to live on. For most people, that sounds irresponsible. Looking back, maybe it was, but I knew something had to change. At the time, I worked for T-Mobile. Honestly, it was a great job, great managers, great co-workers, great opportunities. I got promoted. I helped train new employees. I was part of mentorship programs, the kind of job most people would be grateful to keep. And that's exactly what scared me, because every year that passed, I was getting more comfortable. The problem wasn't that the job was bad. The problem was that it was good. Good enough to make me forget what I really wanted. I wanted to build something of my own. I wanted to be a business owner. I wanted the freedom I had been chasing for years. But every day I stayed comfortable. That dream got a little quieter. So in 2018, I turned in my resignation. No big savings, no guaranteed income, no perfect plan. Just a belief that if I didn't bet on myself, nobody else would. After I quit, reality hit fast. Bills still had to be paid. Money was leaving my account faster than it was coming in. Then one day I watched a YouTube video. A guy was talking about becoming an independent courier. While he was explaining it, I followed along step by step. I applied, got accepted, and within days I was working. That opportunity didn't last forever. My vehicle eventually broke down. But it led me to something bigger. It led me deeper into online business. And today I've been working online full-time for years. One decision changed everything. Not because it was perfect, not because it was guaranteed, but because it forced me to move. Sometimes the biggest risk isn't leaving. Sometimes the biggest risk is staying comfortable. And that's a lesson I'll never forget.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepared was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to get this cake, come grab a stack. Life could be sweet, if you listen, you'll see. Food for action on a platter, served fresh by me. I'm serving knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 52, day 2, and we are right at 16 minutes into today's challenge. So let's get to work. Let's start by pulling the curtain back and exposing, as usual, the most valuable document in all of online marketing. This document right here has helped me create something that I'm passionate about. On day 1, when I started this journey, I keep telling you guys, I never thought about going past day 1. But after day 1, I felt something. I felt like this is where I needed to be. I felt like nobody else was doing what I was doing. And that since nobody else was doing it, it was a void. It was something that needed to be filled. And I feel like I'm the best person for the job. So what we do here inside the Hustleverse, we provide something that you won't find in most other places. I often say you won't find it anywhere else, but that's just me, generalizing things. You know, that's me being a little petty sometimes. But I truly feel as though we have something that's rare. You can search all over social media. You can join private groups. You can join masterminds. You can join coaching programs. And you'll find that for the most part, for the majority of them, they're pretty similar. They're pretty average. They follow the same type of template and the same type of repetitiveness that, you know, deters the masses, but it attracts, small group of people. And that's why a lot of these online marketers or online businesses that you join, you're not actually able to become successful in because it's something that maybe even you yourself, you don't particularly love or enjoy it, but you just feel as though it's something that you need to be part of in order to become successful. And since you don't have a passion for it and you feel as though it's something that you have to do, just like, possibly going to your 9 to 5 job, you wouldn't really recommend your job itself to the average person, possibly, unless, hey, your job is giving you a bonus for referring. But then more than likely you won't refer your friend or family member there. Well, for a couple of reasons. A lot of us, we don't want to work with our friends. We don't want to work with our family. Want to keep those things separate. But we also don't want to put our friends and family in similar situations that we're in. So if you're at a job that yes, it pays the bill, but you're not enjoying it, there's a less likely chance that you'll be excited to refer your family members or friends. You might refer somebody that, hey, you don't know, that you don't really care about in that particular way. And you might feel as though, hey, I don't necessarily have to see them on a daily basis. They don't have my contact information. We don't speak on a regular basis. So if they don't enjoy it, cool. At least they're not going to bother me about it. But for the vast majority of us, we think like that. We look at an opportunity, we might say, hey, this is something that I'm willing to go through, willing to struggle through. Yes, it's not giving me the results that I want right away, but it's something that I know I have to build towards. But that makes you less likely and less excited when it comes to sharing that opportunity. And it shows. It shows in your action. Now, the fact that every single day I come to you guys consistently, I haven't missed a day yet, and hopefully I won't miss a day. Once again, this is strong 52. 52 weeks of consistency. That's a year. I'm approaching a complete year. Now, how many people do you know that started an opportunity, that started anything, and they've stuck with it for a year? Not only have they stuck with it for a year, but they stuck with it consistently, not missing a day. Think about you at your job. How many sick days have you taken and you weren't actually sick? How many vacation days did you actually take and you didn't actually go on vacation, but you just stayed home because you were just so worn out by the job that you just needed a break. And you just took that vacation. You said, "Hey, I'm gonna stay home and I'm just gonna enjoy this time." And then come the day before you have to return back to work, your momentum, your energy, your excitement starts to diminish. You start dreading the return. But think about it on the other side. Every single day I wake up, I'm excited. I'm excited because I get to bring you guys this most valuable document in all of online marketing. I'm excited because I get to take part in this daily activity that takes less than 10 minutes to do. Now, if you haven't done this activity yet, I encourage you to do it because it's fun, it's exciting, it's inspiring. It motivates not only you, but it motivates your audience if you use it the right way. If you're creating music that inspires and that uplifts, then you have an asset that can go with you the rest of your life, and that can be something that turns inspiration and motivation into profitability. Now, we've been building something here within the Hustleverse, and I've been telling you, piece by piece, and I've been putting it together. And as I usually tell you, valuable information is only valuable to a person that can recognize true value. So if you've noticed, we've put together a complete multi-million-dollar business. And we actually use tools that will allow us, or that has allowed, you know, a small group or sector of people to enter into a multi-billion-dollar industry. So when we talk about music, that right there is a multi-billion-dollar industry. People make music on a daily basis. Everybody's not as successful as, the next person. There's superstars and there's regular stars, and then there's underground legends. People that are, well known throughout their community, people that have built a name on a local circuit. And there's even, less popular people, people that actually just do it for the fun and the love. But they're all a part of this particular industry and niche, and they contribute to it. And that's what makes it a multi-billion-dollar industry. You actually have that opportunity to take part in that industry just by accessing this one document. And that's part of what makes it the most valuable document in all of online marketing, because we provide you with the tools needed to actually get started and actually be a part of this amazing industry called the music industry. But that's just part of it. Even though the music industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, that's just a small piece of what you actually get access to when you access this document and you join me inside the Hustleverse. You also get access to a system, a blueprint that allows you to use this asset of yours that you'll be able to create on a daily basis, your music. You'll be able to use this to speak to your audience, to speak to them about how you feel, speak to them about your life, speak to them about your product, your service, speak to them about what they're going through, helping to build that know, like, and trust. Music is one of the most powerful vehicles to do that. And most people, they don't take advantage of it in that way. I hear a lot of music, either whether it's from real artists or AI generated artists, you know, they just throw paint on the wall, so to speak. They're creating music that sounds good sonically. It sounds good from a beat standpoint. The lyrics, yeah, they sound cool and everything, but they don't speak to real life people. They don't touch people in a way that inspires them and motivates them. So that's what separates the the hustle verse from everywhere else. We actually use tools and we try not to, waste the energy, waste the energy that these tools actually, use. Just like we talked about in yesterday's live, how to use AI tools in a concise way, in a way that, even though you're using resources, electricity, water, all the things that goes into making AI possible. And we learned about, how much energy is being consumed by it. So you want to make sure that you're using it to its best potential. So you have the ability to use AI in a way that's creative, that actually creates something that's of great value. Now, it's not on me completely to tell you what's valuable or not. Everybody has their own idea of what's valuable. You might make music that, makes no sense at all in some people's eyes. And you might feel as though that's valuable. Well, if it makes somebody laugh, if it brings a bright spot to their day, if it keeps them from doing something negative, then yes, it is valuable. I applaud you for that. If you can make something funny and goofy or something that, does that, cool. I applaud you for that. So it's all on you what you decide to use this powerful system and this powerful tool here to create. So we have a blueprint. We have little templates here that give you a basis, a simple, foundational plan, which will allow you to create your music and also allow you to go through with communicating with your audience on a daily basis. So creating posts that goes along with your music. If you don't have any idea of what to write or what to say, that's when you reflect on on the document. Now within the document, like I said, once again, there's templates here, and of course there's the tools. So we use one tool in particular, my favorite AI tool for generating music, which is called Suno. I love using Suno. I've been using it and paying for the pro plan for over a year now. So that's my investment. I invest in myself. I'm not investing in Suno, so to speak, but the money that I, you know, invest in myself goes to Suno. Part of it goes to Suno. And then it allows them to develop and grow and make their tool even better so that I can create even better results. And that's what it means to be a part of a economy. Being part of an economy means that you make an investment, you receive something for your investment, and the things that you invest in, they use those investments to grow, develop. Either they're going to hire more people or they're going to, you know, possibly, how things are going nowadays. They're probably going to invest more in AI and possibly get rid of some people that's not pulling their weight or not leading to the company being able to be as productive as possible. So it's all an ecosystem. Everything flows just like in the real world, just like in, the animal world, in Mother Nature. There's different things out there. There's an animal that is the predator, is an animal that's the prey. It's the animals that are protectors, defenders, and there are animals that are just ruthless and aggressive and destroy things. But as you look at the ecosystem, you'll find that a lot of those things that we think are there to destroy, that we might look at in a negative way, they contribute to the ecosystem. If it wasn't for a particular, species or animal that destroys certain things, then those things could possibly grow and become even more destructive than the predator that's actually going after those things. So everything works hand in hand in sync. just like in the business world, somebody has to do a job that more than likely you don't like, that you don't think is the right type of job, or that you don't see yielding the best results. But like they said, in order to make an omelet, a few eggs have to get cracked. You might look at that as a bad thing, but in order to make those omelets, in order to get something good, sometimes some things have to get broken. So we have to look at that, and we have to have a mindset shift that says we're creating something of value, and we're going to do as much positive creation as possible. And I want you to reflect back on the intro, because my intros, once again, they're not designed to, make you wait and just have to sit there and you know, hey, it's been 15 minutes. He hasn't shown up yet. No, the intros serve a purpose. Some people might not understand what the intro is for. The intro is designed for multiple reasons. For one, it's designed to give you time to actually do the activity. See, in those first 15 minutes or so, it's on you to actually take action. It's on you to access the document, start doing the 10-minute a day challenge, which takes less than 10 minutes, and have your song ready. It's designed for you to be able to build a sense of consistency. It's designed for you to get into a habit of doing something on a daily basis. And once when it's time for me to take action, once when it's time for me to unmute myself, show up on camera, then it's on me to do my part. It's on me to do my job. And it's on you to decide whether or not, hey, I still got time. I want to sit and listen. I want to learn some more. I want to hear about the valuable information that he has to share. Or it's on you to say, hey, I did the 10-minute a day challenge. I did everything that, I had time to do, and I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow. Right? That's part of you being consistent. That's part of you showing up on a daily basis, because it becomes something that you like and love to do. So in our community, we build people, we build consistency, we build products and services that we can actually control and own. So that if somebody else's company goes down, if somebody decides that they don't want to show up, we have our assets. So once when you create your music, I want you to download it, save it onto your hard drive, and that's yours. That's what you get to keep and repurpose and use for whatever benefit you want. And once when we're done making the music, right? Like I said, once again, you're officially in the music business. You're part of that multi-billion-dollar industry. The next natural step is to create, your own music videos. So after you decide on what type of music, what type of vibe you want, soul, R&B, hip hop, acoustic, indie, whatever type of music you want to create, now it's on you to take it to the next step, to the next level. Now it's on you to start creating your own music videos. Now you might just start out by saying, hey, I'm going to create music videos for myself because I love doing this. I have fun with it. Just like you see in the beginning intro, that was one of the most enjoyable times that I've had in online or in life in general, being able to have an idea, a concept for a song that's never been done before, something that I feel as though is one of the most powerful, inspirational, motivational songs to ever be created, human or AI based. And then to say to myself, this song is powerful. It's so powerful that it inspired me to use another skill that I developed, being able to create music videos. So now I've turned this powerful song into a powerful music video. Now I get to use my creativity. I get to use things within me that inspire me and that get me active, that gets me going on a daily basis. That song is not only something that I created for the purposes of, having something to show and to share, but it's something that actually drives me, hence the name internal driver. It's my internal driver because I created it. I put forth the effort. I fed the AI parts of me, information that could only come from me so that it can create a song that could only be produced by me. And that drives me and that inspires me to go even farther than, this document. It inspires me to do things offline also. It inspires me to build partnerships with people outside of the affiliate marketing realm. This is what being part of a real community that personally helps you develop, that helps you gain a mindset switch that will allow you to apply that mindset switch to just about anything and everything you want to do. So today, I don't want to keep you guys too long because we know what today is. Today is Tuesday, and we know today as being Training Day Tuesday. So as usual, there's going to be a live training, and I want to pull up the information for that because there's going to be a live training today, and it's going to be at 2 p.m. EST time, and it's going to be hosted by one of my business partners, Mr. Wayne Crow. Now, this past weekend, he had an amazing event. He's from the UK now, so he actually traveled from the UK over here to the United States, specifically to Vegas, and he had a 3-day event. And some people, part of my team, they were able to, go check it out. A lot of my business partners, they had a great time. They showed up. They got to meet each other in person, and they got to get some inside training. But now everybody's back. Everybody's back home in their prospective places, and they're ready to continue on. The excitement from the event will stay with some people for a long time, and they'll never forget it. And that's what gives people fuel. Building communities, making connections. And since we know that community is one of the most powerful things that you can create in order to develop a strong and profitable ongoing business, that's your job. That's your job to not only create a community, but be active in the communities that you are part of, because you are one of those lights in the community. You are like the street lights at night. If you're on, if you're bright, if you're, energized, if you're inspired and motivated, you become like one of those street lights. You're able to light the way in the midst of the darkness. You're able to guide people so that, they can go from one block to the other. They could be able to walk the streets at night as safely as possible. So that's your job within the community. But today, in this live training that's being held at 2 p.m. EST time, my business partner, Mr. Wayne Crow, he's going to teach you the blueprint training, the one thing you need for success right now, and it isn't what you think. See, a lot of people online, they try different things. They want to be successful in their online business, and they only take action and they only be active on what they think is going to work. They never really take action on the things that actually work. They stay in what we call a comfort zone, in a zone where they only do things that they're comfortable with. Yes, you create content, you post on a daily basis. Yes, you're consistent at that. But What if you found out that that's not what's going to lead you to the success you're looking for? What if that alone isn't going to do it? There's a lot of people that know for a fact that just creating content is not going to do it. And they know the answer. They know what they need to be doing in order to become successful, but they're afraid. They stay in their comfort zone and they keep themselves in that zone, hoping, wishing, and thinking to themselves that, hey, maybe by a miracle, I'm going to become successful without doing the actual things that are necessary. I'm going to become successful without doing all of the things that successful people actually do. I'm going to do 20%, the 20% that's comfortable, and I'm going to leave the 80% alone. And hopefully that 20% will be enough for me to become successful. And what happens is those people end up stressed out. They end up contemplating whether or not this business is for them. They start saying to themselves that this is not working. Well, it's not working. It's not working because you are not actually doing all the work. So this training right here, Wayne says, I get it. With all the things out there, courses, tools, gurus, AI software, secret systems, it's hard to see the wood through the trees. I remember back when I started, I built the site, thought it was amazing, the best thing ever. I released it to the world thinking, this is it. I've made it. Then I realized it cuts off right there. But we can only assume what that says. I know he realized that it wasn't the means to the end. It wasn't the thing that got the end result. Just building something and hoping for the best is not a strategic plan. It's not a foolproof system. There's something that was missing. They say, if you build it, they will come. That's an old saying. We want to believe that it's true, but they're not just going to come just because you built something. They're only going to come if you show them where they need to go. And if you instill in them the benefits of why they need to get there. They have to see themselves in whatever it is that you created. They have to see themselves using whatever it is that you created. And more importantly, they have to see themselves getting the results that they want by using whatever it is that you created or invited them to, right? So if you're interested in finding out the one thing you need for success right now, I want you to comment hustle. And I want to send you exclusive access to our live trainings. We do these trainings a couple of times a week. We provide you with the foundational skills needed in order to become successful. Today's training, once again, is at 2 p.m. EST time. I hope that you're able to show up so that you can get this information that could possibly change your life for the better. Once again, if you're interested, I want you to comment hustle. I'll send you the exclusive invite. And also, if you want to be proactive, more than likely in the description of this video, the link to the most valuable document in all of online marketing, that link will be there. And in order to get access to our exclusive trainings, ongoing trainings, all you have to do is click on this second line, what I consider to be the second line in the document, where it says grab your mega link, and you'll be able to get access to the foundational tools and systems that you need in order to start your success journey. So with that, we're going to close out like we always do. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And make sure, if you haven't watched yesterday's live, make sure to go back, check out yesterday's live, because in that specific live, we debuted a new song. We debuted a new song by Miss Hustleberry, one of our AI heroes, right? So check yesterday's live out so that you can see that debuted video, and so that you can experience what I get to experience on a daily basis. Being able to create something fun and creative, something that excites me, something that's different from what you'll find anywhere else. We don't just talk here. We provide solutions and things that people can use on a daily basis so that they can have a fun, creative, and profitable online business. So with that, let's cue up the outro. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next live, and I also look forward to seeing you today at 2 p.m. EST time to join us on today's live. Have a great rest of your day.
Woke up, team still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane. But I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night. Scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day, sounded small at first. But in silence, even whispers can't quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink. Mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. Till my PayPal pinged and they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spitting like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted. But now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom and I claim my name now. Hustleberry on loop like healing chants, for the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. Now my daughter sees me different, eyes full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, it's a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not a mask on my face. Every